Just so tragic. I mean, there's been so many tragic things that have happened to our kids, our teenagers in this town lately. You remember the beginning of the school year last year, there were a series of car crashes caused by drunk driving, teenagers drunk driving. And now we begin the year, you know, with another tragedy. And I mean, it's just like, when is it going to end, you know?
That's a very good point, Dan, and of course we don't know the details surrounding this particular trip, but certainly the loss of these young, beautiful lives with so much ahead of them, it's really very tragic, and a lot of people in the community so sad about what happened, and again, a very serious, somber way to begin the new school year.
Yeah, tough deal there. Lene, thank you. We'll
You're
see you
welcome.
later. Okay, let's turn it over to Bridget, and obviously, you know, a lot of the friends, as she said, have been touched by this, and one way that they do reach out is through social networking, and that's what Bridget is talking about, how kids are reaching out to each other. Good morning.
That's right. Within minutes of learning of the tragedy, teenagers at Cathedral High School reached out onto Facebook and Twitter. They were talking to each other about where to meet and how to grieve together and expressing their feelings of sympathy. Joining us with more about this communication phenomenon is Eric Rice. He's with Lone Wolf Media. Eric, thanks for being here this morning.
Thank you so much.
And you know, young people use this in their daily lives every day, and usually they're talking about things going on in a positive way in their life, but it is amazing when something like this happens. Again, they turn to social media.
Absolutely. The rally cry that the community can have through the different social media networks and mobile networks now is astounding. The way that people can connect, the way that they can reach out and almost be therapeutic and helpful to each other on a daily basis is really, really astounding.
And we've pulled up one of the Facebook sites that is paying tribute to one of the girls who was killed, the graduates, Amanda Post. And people are able to post messages there and share their thoughts with each other and the families.
Yeah, and they are really on the screen here. You can see that just the last 3 posts, or the 3 posts that have come out, most of the posts that came out within minutes of the car crash, of people finding out from cell phone calls and text. As soon as they reach out on a social network, it has the same kind of effect that a Chelsea King would have, where a tragedy for young people, they have the ability to communicate, sob with each other, make sure that they have the ability to help each other and meet up and support the families of those who've been lost.
And speaking of meeting up, there were many people communicating on the websites and on the web for the school as well. That's how they got the word out, for people to come together and go to the chapel there at the school for services and to be together on that very first day.
Which is very, very similar to many other tragedies that have occurred. I mean, the one that we have here locally is an absolute tragedy. I mean, losing a young life is never a good thing. But social media can actually turn it into a positive by raising awareness instantly, by getting fundraisers involved for the families. We've seen a lot of things in the past, such as the Holocaust shooting in Washington, D.C., the Haiti earthquake, the earthquake in South America.
And the earthquake here in El Centro as well. People got online and talked about what they felt, and they were able to kind of meter whether or not where the crisis was or where they needed to send help or get involved.
Correct. And the first form of communication that came out for all of those things came from Twitter. And most of the time it comes from a mobile application. So folks are using their cell phone to get on the internet and get the word out as fast as possible, literally from the scene.
Are there things that we can learn from these kind of events as far as when we're using social media, I mean, to be able to communicate with other people? Are there ways that we can expand it and be even more beneficial in their uses?
Absolutely. Businesses are using it. Everyone's using it. And the main form of communication with them is adding value to your community. So if adding value to your community comes in the form of reaching out and helping in an instant, or providing information to help others in trouble, or just getting good, positive information out to the public that raises awareness for any cause, business, or...
And in this case, support for friends and family of these kids.
Absolutely.
We appreciate you coming in. Thanks so much, Eric.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.